Hello you guys, it's Venetia here and I'm back with another video, of course, as you can see. Okay, by the title you guys know that what this video is about is my personal 5 tips and tricks for new nursing students, or for nursing students right now who's in the struggle, who can't figure out what the hell is going on with their life, like why they in this career, you know what I'm saying? Some 5 tips and tricks. This is more geared towards new nursing students, though I don't know who may be just going into nursing school. Some people are, just like some people are just now on spring break like me, or some people who are already back in school, their spring break is over. So it's just like you never know what's going on in what state, what city, what country. So I thought this would be a good time right now to do the 5 tips for new nursing students, some advice. Okay, so tip number 1 is going to be time management. Seriously guys, like I know this is probably repetitive, you've probably seen this in every video, but this is legit life. Like you have to know when to plan stuff, when to do stuff. A planner is great for some people. For me, that's not my niche. That's not my cup of tea, basically. I use not billboards. Wow, I was gonna say I use billboards. No, I use what's this stuff called? Whiteboards. I use whiteboards, little whiteboards. I'll show you guys what they look like. Zoom in a little bit. I use whiteboards. I use 2. The top one is for nursing, all my nursing classes, and this bottom one is for all my gen eds, because right now I'm taking micro lab, and developmental psych. Those guys help me so much. But you guys seriously need to plan, and it sucks because it's like people always tell you plan, and it's like, yes, that is the truth of nursing school right now. Like you have to plan. I wish I knew that coming in. I mean, I did see a couple videos and they were like, plan this, plan that, and I'm like, it's not even gonna be that bad. Shot me back in the face. It is horrible, guys. Like plan your lives out, plan your year out. If you know your schedule, plan it, because it seriously will help you. This video is not gonna be too long. Tip 2 is know yourself. Okay guys, like seriously. Okay, in my program, it's so small that it was some of us sit next to each other. We got in trouble because we were talking so much. Like it was just horrible. But we did move and we got it, you know, figured out. We had to switch seats and stuff like that. Like we were in kindergarten, but we just had to. And you know, it's better now where I sit. You know, I'm not talking or anything like that. And ever since I was in like 1st grade, I got in trouble for talking because I always like to talk. So it's like, know yourself. If you know you like to talk, don't sit next to your friends. If you know you like to text or something like that while you're in school, sit in the front so your teacher can call you out so you don't do it. Like know yourself. Know what you know, who you are, so you don't do it, so you can actually pay attention and receive everything that you're paying for. Okay, because nursing school ain't cheap. Tip number 3, know how you study. Me personally, I don't do study groups. I can't, because number 1, I like to talk, and I feel like I would get annoyed. I feel like in a study group though, I would get annoyed if other people are talking and I'm just trying to study, you know. So I don't do study groups. I feel like I have to learn by myself, learning with other people. Not everybody learns the same, so studying with other people may not be the way that I study, so I just can't do it. So to me, study groups aren't helpful, but to other people it may be like the world to them. So know how you study. Know if you're a kinesthetic learner. Know if you're a reader learner. Know if you're a hands-on learner, tactile. Learn if you're hearing. Learn how you study. Me, I am like a feel it. I'm a tactile, plus I have to see it. I'm a visual learner. Like I have to see you do something and then I can go ahead and repeat it. But I don't like reading. I don't like any of that stuff. But if I hear it, like that's why I listen to something called Integrity our school has. But if I hear it and I see it, then I can do it. That's how I learn. So some people are just readers. They can read everything. Like I have this one friend, she's amazing. She can read the whole chapter, like every chapter that we have for school. She can read it all and then like kind of filter through on the test what's important and what's not. Me, that's not me. If I read everything, I'm going to filter through what's not important, and on the test I'm going to forget. I'm like, oh, I read that, but I cannot remember. I remember the unimportant stuff. So I can't do that. So I gave it up to her. So know how you learn. You can't study with everybody, and as much as you want to be in the in crowd, you just can't all the time. So know how you learn. There's a bunch of study stuff on Google, like a bunch of study tests to know how you study personally. Take those tests. Answer those questions truthfully, so you can get with people who actually study just like you, so you guys can all learn it and all pass. That's my tip to you guys. And if you don't, just be like me. You don't even have to have a study group. I'm passing without a study group. So that's just me. Tip number 4, do not stress out. I know this is probably pissing y'all off because I hate when people tell me not to do stuff. But It's the truth. If you stress out, you're just gonna go crazy. Like, take each week as its own. Like me, I write down 1 week on the board. I don't go crazy and write down 2 weeks out. I write down 1 week on the board, see what's for that week, and I'm like, okay, got through that week, I'm good. If I can get through, what was it, 2 weeks ago? I had 5 exams, 3 quizzes, a project, a discussion. If I can get through all that in 1 week and I got it done early, then I'm Gucci. So like, just take 1 week at a time, guys. It will get, nursing school is not forever. It's only what, 2 to 4 years. That's how long nursing school is, unless you go on. So do not stress out. You will get through it, okay? Don't even think about, oh my God, I have a test in 2 weeks. I didn't even start studying for that. Who cares? Think about your test for this week. Some people think about their next test for 2 weeks and then they have a test tomorrow. Like, let's focus on your test tomorrow. And then after that, you'll focus on that. So don't stress out. Don't stress out for no reason, guys. You got this. Nursing school is not impossible. If it were, there'd be no nurses in the world at all, because no one would pass. So just relax. You guys got this. Okay. My last tip for new nursing students, or nursing students at all, or nurses, whoever's watching, is do something fun. Do something fun with your life. Not every day has to be about nursing school. You have to study, you have to do this. No, there's not every day about that. Like today, well, spring break, so I guess I can. But today I'm gonna go see Get Out. Like, I'm gonna go to the movies at 4 something, so I'm gonna relax. But my getaway is YouTube sometimes. And I know sometimes I'm always slacking on YouTube, but watching YouTube, I don't have to be doing a video, but watching YouTube is my life. I love watching The Real. I love watching TV. Everybody knows me that I love watching TV. You give me a show to watch and I start it. I love new shows, interesting shows. I watched and finished 7 seasons of Shameless in 3 weeks, which is something I've never done. I've never watched a TV show that fast in my life. It was so good though. I probably finished it in 4 weeks. I'm exaggerating. 4 weeks. I finished 7 seasons in 4 weeks, which is 7 times 12, because there's 12 episodes. You guys do the math. I suck at math, so that's how many episodes I watched. Pretty sure it's like 84. So yeah, so do something fun. If it's once a week, go to the movies. You don't have to go with people, because I am seriously a homebody. I like to be alone sometimes. I get annoyed very easily, so I like to be alone. So go to the movies. Like today I'm going to the movies by myself with nobody. I like to treat myself. Go to the movies, or if it's go to do something fun at least once a week or once every other week. I'm not saying you have to do it once every week, because I rarely do anything fun every single week, but make sure you set aside time to have fun and not only focus on nursing school, because nursing school, if you only focus on nursing school, you will die. Like seriously, you will be like number 4, you will be stressed out, and you don't want to be stressed out. You want to be relaxed so you can pass your test. You don't want to be tense in front of your patients or anything like that. So just relax, do something fun, hang out with family. Not saying you have to do it all day, but like in the morning hang out with family, and in the night study, or in the morning study, and in the night hang out with friends and family. Like, don't spend your whole life thinking about nursing school, or you will die. Okay, so those are my fun tips and tricks, those 5. It wasn't many. Some people have like 20 tips. I don't know what the hell, but maybe later on I will have more, but for now I just had 5. And I love you guys, and thanks guys for all your support, seriously, on Snapchat and everything. I posted that I have a place in mind that I want to move to, and even though I know it's like a year or 2 out until I move, but I just got a lot of support and a lot of feedback, and I seriously just love you guys, and you guys can do it. I had a whole rant on Facebook on Snapchat last night, sorry, about faith and moving. It was a jumble of stuff, but that's what it was a rant. And some people try to give up nursing school because they can't pass a test, or they can't do this. Like, just because you see one person passing doesn't mean you're not going to pass. Nope, not everybody has the same path. When you were born, God knew what your path was going to be like. Your path was going to be hard. You're chosen. Your path is going to be harder than the average person, because you are God's child. So don't think that because you can't pass the test, or because you can't do this, you can't do that, that you are not meant to be a nurse. You struggling to be a nurse is only going to make you a better nurse than people who haven't struggled, you know. So just take that into account. I love you guys. Stay strong, and I'm gonna just keep shooting videos at you guys. I'm making like a ton of videos today. That is my plan, to make a ton of videos today, and I can get them out to you guys, because I love you guys so much, and you guys have been so supportive. And yeah, so stay tuned for my next video. Bye.